you are disabled. I don't know if that's part of the grief. I think that has part to do with it. But it wasn't like somebody died. I wasn't like super depressed after I got hurt, you know, just like a different adventure in life is kind of the way I looked at it. But there is a point where you do have to kind of accept the fact that it happens, you know? So there is a part of that. And I would say that probably took me like probably 5 or 6 years till I fully accepted it.
I remember the grieving happening when I got immersed into my previous environment shorter. I was 5'9". I saw my cowboy boots sitting on the mud mat next to the front door, knowing I'd never put them on again. So you go through all of these wild experiences trying to hold on to who you are, knowing that the life you had will never really be the same again, and just trying to accept that there's a future.
Because I was injured now, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna let it stop me. Some very few times I would be like, okay, I'm not going, but most of the time you have to fight that. You have to fight and go and do it anyway. Yeah, it's a fight. It's a fight you take on every day. It never goes away. You just get really good at winning.
The mental part of it came later on after my injury, like at least 10 years. So, but every time that I had a problem with my attendant coverage, that's when I felt like everything would just hit me in the face. And I can't do this, I can't do that. Oh my gosh, you know, this is terrible.
I would say it's definitely a process dealing with losing the ability to walk, losing, you know, a part of you that you knew you were so familiar with.
I think I wasted a lot of time being sad, that I was like, oh my God, like I can't do this, I can't do that. And because I spent so much time being sad, I don't think I appreciated the little moments with my family as I would have if I wasn't so into me. For me in the beginning, I was very like, let me pretend I'm okay and I'm happy. But like, I think because I was hiding my emotions for so long, that's why I would like get into the depression stages again, because I never really let myself feel what I was feeling.
I don't think I really knew how my life had changed. And that could either be like a blessing or a curse, because I was like, well, I'm going to get back to life and I want to do this and this and this. So I wasn't like dwelling on it. I mean, when I was first injured, I did have quite a few moments where I was like grieving the loss of what I had. But I think I was, you know, it didn't take me too long to get to that acceptance phase of saying like, okay, this is what it is.
I just give all the credit to my mom. She's just incredible. She always had the attitude that, okay, we have a problem now. There's always a solution to every problem. What can we do?
What helped me a lot was listening to music and having the support around me.
Great friends and family support that, you know, they didn't really like, it wasn't like pity or anything like that.
For me, reading books really helped me. That really helped me. Watching movies and videos of people that overcame situations, even if they aren't in the same situation.
Probably like friends and family.
Doing things that made me feel useful really helped.
I had a great dad. He's very supportive. He was there every day when I was in the hospital.
I had a good support system. If you don't have that, you should build it.
I want to encourage anybody that is struggling with, you know, grief, struggling with, you know, oh my gosh, where do I go from here? Know that it gets better. It does. Don't think for any second, to anybody that's listening, that you are a burden. You're not. There's something out there for you to achieve. It takes a minute. Don't pretend like it's not happening. I think you should take a moment and really reflect on your situation, acknowledge that yes, this is my reality here. But at the end of the day, what helps me is I don't focus on what I can't control. It's what's happened has happened, and it's out of your control.
Talk with others. Some people don't like to associate with others that are in their same situation. But I think it is helpful because we learn so much from each other rather than the therapist. We have more credibility too than a doctor or a therapist who have not experienced this kind of injury.
My main advice is to grieve it, do feel it. Find that special person, friend that will listen.
Of course, your attitude, your heart to push through some of this. Sometimes you have to exist. There's bad times. There's times where you're going to be in bed for a month, 2 months. There's going to be times where you're in pain every day. Sometimes it's just an act of courage just to exist. Whatever it is, just do what you want to do, be who you want to be in spite of it.
Explore. Like, I think that is like a broad term, but like, if you're curious about sex, I mean, it's the best explore. If you're curious about activities, explore. Get on Google. Like, give yourself some knowledge on what's out there. Like, you know, like everybody's got different stuff. Like, where you got art stuff, you can explore art. Like, the world's your oyster. You know, like I've had more opportunities being disabled than I have able-bodied, just because of the resources available to us. So, if you find something, there's probably something out there, or probably somebody in a chair doing it.
Let yourself feel those feelings at first, and then try to get yourself up to accomplish what you want.
The stigma of like, I need to be resilient, or I need to be like inspirational. Like that's the whole like thing. And you know, different people have different ways of coping with things, whether that's culturally or like in your family dynamic or whatever. And if you like get in a point where you're like not feeling heard, is to like seek out that help in a different way.
To be kind to your caregivers, be kind to them and to yourself, because it's pretty hard. It's really hard to live with a spinal cord injury. But I choose to make the best out of it, so I hope you can too.